Members of Congress in our nation's capital were not satisfied today with answers they heard during a congressional hearing on the Maui wildfires. Gina Mangieri covered the hearing and joins us now from Washington, D.C. Gina, been a long day, huh?
That's right. It is approaching midnight here, but or 11 p.m. I should say. The hearing today, the intention of it was to try to see if there was any connection between the island's infrastructure and what went wrong in Maui, and to the extent possible, ideas to prevent it going forward. But at the end of the hearing, turns out there were more questions raised than new answers provided, and that did not meet with the satisfaction of the panel nor of the survivors there who witnessed the hearing. The heads of HECO, the Public Utilities Commission, and the State Energy Office were sworn in to testify under oath before a House Energy and Commerce Investigative Committee. At times, the dialogue was tense, and the Congress members voiced their dismay about it.
So when you're asking why didn't we shut off the power, that is not our protocol to do that.
All right, let's stop right there.
Okay.
Going forward, are you re-examining that? Are you looking at doing the public safety power shutoff programs? Are you looking at that now? And are you re-examining your protocols because they didn't work?
We are absolutely re-examining our protocols.
One asked, is HECO committed to make internal investigation results public once complete?
Is there any reason why you wouldn't make it public? I mean, you seem to be hesitating a little bit.
I think it's just too early to speculate on what that is going to look like in the future. We're very focused on finding out what happened there to make sure that it never happens again.
I pressed HECO afterward on this. Why not release the whole thing once you have it?
I think it's still too early to even know what that form of that investigation is going to take.
You will release the full results, regardless of what form it takes?
I think it is going to have to depend on what it looks like when it comes out, whether that's a written report or whether it's something that gets fed into the other investigations that are going on.
Plaintiff attorneys taking on HECO and other defendants tell me they aim to get the full reports too.
We can seek those reports through discovery and through appropriate legal channels.
So what about the PUC's role in regulation? When asked what penalties, fines, and other enforcement tools the PUC can use to keep a non-compliant utility in check, the PUC chairman told Congress,
there is a number of ways that we could make sure that the utility is accountable, is held accountable, right? And it includes everything from conditions, right, all the way up to penalties. And like I said, we use our process.
Mr. Chairman, I'm not satisfied with the answers.
I pressed the PUC afterward on this and also when they'll be investigating. What more can you do to satisfy their answers, but also your enforcement authority?
Yeah, I think we came here to try to explain, our role at the commission. We still reserve the right. We want to make sure we get all the information from the ongoing investigations, both the Attorney Generals, the Maui Fire Department.
Survivors who came from Lahaina to Washington are demanding more answers and action, like this family that survived not just August's blaze, but narrowly evacuated the 2018 fire, too.
It's really annoying to hear, honestly, that they are trying to come off like there weren't warning signs, they didn't already know, that going forward from now, they're gonna do better. Like, we lost homes in 2018, and it took our entire town burning down for them to say, okay, well, now we're gonna do better. It's ridiculous.
At least one member acknowledged the lack of specifics offered today could be in part due to yet unknowns from ongoing investigations that could go on a year or more.
I do think it would have been helpful to have the benefit of the on-the-ground findings from the authorities before pulling the attention of our witnesses away from recovery efforts to appear before us.
Looming over Washington all week, the specter of a federal shutdown, with the House unable to agree on spending bills.
A reckless government showdown, or shutdown, I should say, which we know is imminent, would slow Maui's ability to rebuild and recover.
Spending limits also on the minds of local officials when it comes to major preventive actions that come with price tags in the billions, like undergrounding utility lines.
At the end of the day, are we impacting the ratepayers greatly just for that island, right? we don't have like subsidizing of another island grid towards one. So at the end of the day,
I get it, but sometimes the cost of doing nothing turns out to be prohibitive also.
And as we're just a few minutes past midnight now here on the East Coast time, the clock is already ticking on what turns out will be an ongoing investigation by this committee. Why? Because the committee told the panelists today, expect a list of questions from them within 10 business days, and the panelists will have 10 more business days from that to answer even more questions, and we will continue to follow up. Reporting live from Washington, D.C., Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News, always investigating. Joe, back to you.